Time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Tuesday, November the 25th, 2025, brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Beverly Gail Turney, 76, died on Thursday, November the 13th, after courageously battling Parkinson's disease for many years. Beverly was born October 3rd, 1949, to Truman and Frances Slayton Nix in Amherst. She grew up in Littlefield and graduated from Littlefield High School in 1968, where she was an honor graduate, a proud member of the All-Region Band. On August 9th, 1969, she married the love of her life, Dennis Turney, in Littlefield. Together, they built a beautiful life in Enix, raising their two children, Melinda and Monty. During their early years of marriage, Dennis and Beverly poured their blood, sweat, and tears into their own water pump maintenance business. Dennis always said Beverly was his number one hand. She not only had the tool he needed, but usually the one he would need next. Beverly later worked for the three-way high school for 14 years, remaining dedicated to the school until its closure in 2002. After relocating to Muleshoe, she accepted a secretary position at the Dodd Cotton Gin, where she eventually became a beloved manager for many years until the gin closed. She finished her working years with joy and purpose as a secretary at the First Baptist Church here in Muleshoe. Outside of work, Beverly enjoyed many hobbies: crocheting, painting, working puzzles. She was also a fierce competitor when it came to card and board games, especially Sorry, Uno, International Rummy, and her favorite, the Marble Game. More than anything, Beverly loved cheering on her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. She and Dennis traveled from gym to gym, field to field, and stage to stage to support the activities they loved. Even years into her Parkinson's diagnosis, Beverly remained devoted to her family, attending soccer and baseball games, school events, and countless birthday parties. Beverly loved her church deeply. She was a faithful member of the Trinity Christian Center Church for 22 years, where she greeted everyone at the door with a warm smile and a big hug. Her love for the Lord was evident in the way she lived, and she relied on His strength through even her most difficult days. Beverly is preceded in death by her parents, Truman and Frances Nix, her sister Teresa Nix, her mother-in-law Myrna Turney, her niece Amy Drennan. She is survived by her husband of 56 years, Dennis Turney, her daughter, Melinda Locke of Sudan, and her son Monty Turney and wife Nicole of Littlefield. She leaves behind her grandchildren Chelsea and Devin Lewis of Littlefield, Brandon Locke of Sudan, Scott and Morgan English of Pflugerville, and Stetson Turney of Littlefield. Her great-grandchildren, Jameson Locke, Declan Lewis, Jacob Locke, Oakland Lewis, Everly Locke, Lachlan Lewis, and Charlie Locke, all brought her endless joy. She is also survived by her sister-in-laws, Sharon and Terry Drennan of Lehman, and Carolyn and Tom Newton of Morton, her brother-in-law, Kenneth and Jamie Turney of Spring Lake, and many nieces, nephews, extended family members, and dear friends who loved her deeply. Beverly's legacy of faith, devotion, and love will continue to live in the hearts of all who knew her. The family suggests memorials be sent to the Trinity Christian Center Church, 1723 West American Boulevard, here in Muleshoe, Texas. Please keep the family of Beverly Turney on your prayer list. She died Thursday, November the 13th. A chapel service for Lula Mae Shanks, 82, of Abilene, formerly of Muleshoe, was held Monday, November the 17th at the Ellis Funeral Home Chapel, with Jeep Shanks of Abilene officiating. Burial followed in the Muleshoe Memorial Park. Lula Mae died on Wednesday, November the 12th in Abilene. She was born August 18th, 1943, in Muleshoe to J.E. and Lula Wright Embry. She married Gerald Shanks in Muleshoe on August the 26th, 1960. Lula May was a busy woman. She never sat still and found something to do all the time. Whether it was reading or working crossword puzzles or following Gerald around and keeping him in line and out of trouble, she was known for always sending cards to anyone with a birthday, a sympathy note, or even just a thanking of you. Lula May loved to chase Jeep, her grandkids and her great-grandkids around and watching everything they participated in. She had a strong faith and enjoyed studying and reading her Bible. Lula May is preceded in death by her parents, 5 brothers, Joe Embry, Floyd Embry, Calvin Embry, Chester Embry, and Doyle Embry. Lula May is survived by her husband, Gerald, her son, Jeep Shanks, and his wife, Patricia of Abilene, 2 granddaughters, Nikki Blake and her husband, David, and Cammie Dodds and her partner, Heath Parnell. 4 great-grandchildren, Craig Dodds, Cade Dodds, Hagan Blake, and Embry Blake. In lieu of flowers or plants, the family suggests memorials be sent to the Hospice of the Big Country, 4601 Hartford Street, Abilene, Texas, 79605. Online condolences can be made at ellisfuneralhomes.com. Please keep the family of Lula May Shanks on your prayer list today. Margarite E. McGuire Penix, 96 of Amarillo, passed away on November the 17th. A memorial service was held Friday, November the 21st at the First Baptist Church in Amarillo. Arrangements were under the Boxwell Brothers funeral directors. Margie was born January 16, 1929 in Fayetteville, Arkansas, to Russell and Erminie James. She was the youngest of 4 children and grew up on their family farm. She attended a one-room schoolhouse in her early years, then moved to Fayetteville, where she graduated from Fayetteville High School. Margie married John McGuire on September the 26th, 1948. John's career as a football and track coach later athletic director brought them to Amarillo. John passed away on March the 11th, 1984. She would later marry Charles Penix in 1996. In 1973, Margie started working as a Mary Kay independent beauty consultant. She worked for Mary Kay for over 30 years, becoming a senior sales director, earning several pink Cadillacs and gaining a wonderful community of consultants and clients. She was an active and longtime member of the First Baptist Church, where she taught Sunday school for many years, starting with the senior girls class and then the Harriet Strimple class. Margie loved celebrating all the holidays, spending time with family and friends, and approached life with a spirit of fun and adventure. She is preceded in death by her husband, John McGuire, and son, Benjamin McGuire, and Charles Penix, 2 sisters, Irma Swain and Juanita Stairs, and her brother, Frank Buddy James. She is survived by her daughters, Vicky Skevelly and her husband Gene of Amarillo, and Cindy Barrett and husband Bruce, of course, of here in Muleshoe. Stepdaughter Cindy Rindle and husband Tim of Whitney, and Janice Woodall, Palmer, Texas. Margie was both Bama and Mimi to her 5 grandchildren and their spouses, John Skevelly and wife Nicole, Reed Skillively and wife Erin, Kristen Woodburn and her husband Tito, James Barrett and wife Melanie, and Megan Barrett Medina and husband Emmanuel, and 9 great grandchildren, McGuire, Skively, Sam and Sadie, Kite and Ren Woodburn, Ava and Hudson Barrett, and Micah and Margaret Medina. In lieu of flowers, the family suggests donations be made to Margie's honor to the First Baptist Church of Amarillo. Online condolences can be shared online at boxwellbrothers.com. Please keep the family of Margarite E. McGuire Penix, 96 of Amarillo, the mother of Cindy Barrett, here in Muleshoe, as she passed away on November the 17th. Well, lots going on as we enter this holiday season here in the Muleshoe area. As right before Thanksgiving at the Senior Center, Bailey County Senior Center, Main and Avenue D. Everyone is welcome as the Jesus Always Cares, which is a youth choir made up of girls from the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church here in Muleshoe. They will perform in their choir right before the Thanksgiving holidays tomorrow, Wednesday, November the 26th at noon at the Bailey County Senior Center. Everyone is welcome, 319 South Main Street here in Muleshoe. We filmed them earlier, about a month ago at another event, and they were wonderful. So make sure and catch them in concert at noon tomorrow at the Bailey County Senior Center. Jesus Always Cares, the girls' youth choir from the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church. Of course, they start serving lunch there at the Senior Center at around 11:30 a.m. Ken King, the state rep, our state rep here in the legislature in Austin, will have a town hall meeting here in Muleshoe on Thursday, December the 11th at 2:30 in the noon hour, or in the afternoon hours at the Bailey County Senior Center, Main and Avenue D, and everyone is welcome to that as well. Of course, Ken King, our state rep, will have a town hall here in Muleshoe on Thursday, December the 11th at 2:30 p.m. at the Bailey County Senior Center. Everyone is welcome. The Muleshoe Lighted Christmas Parade will be Saturday, December the 13th. The parade will begin at 6 p.m. down Main Street, and the lineup will begin at 5:30. Everyone is welcome down Main Street, Muleshoe, for Muleshoe's Lighted Christmas Parade. Saturday, December the 13th, down Main Street, begins at 6 p.m. Before that, out at the Muleshoe Heritage Center on the west edge of town, between 3 and 5 p.m., they will have the Muletrain Express, sponsored by the Muleshoe Chamber of Commerce and the Muleshoe Heritage Foundation. Experience a ride on the Muletrain Express and learn about Christmas on the prairie. Hear the reading of the Christmas story, write a letter to Santa, enjoy Christmas cookies and hot chocolate, gingerbread house contests, and visit with Santa himself on the Muletrain Express. They will have a tour group that will leave from the west gate next to the Bailey County Coliseum, so you can park there in the Coliseum parking lot and come in the west gate. They will have a tour group that leaves at 3, 3:15, and 3:30 p.m. that will take you through all the different places there at the Muleshoe Heritage Center. And again, that Saturday, December the 13th, before the Christmas parade, and that begins at 3 p.m. at the Heritage Center. Park in the Bailey County Coliseum parking lot there and enter that west ticket gate. They have tours that go through beginning at 3, 3:15, and 3:30 for the Muletrain Express. Well, the second grade will have their annual Christmas program at the senior at the Dillman Elementary cafeteria, and it will be Thursday, December the 4th, next week at 2 p.m. They moved that from 8:30 in the morning to 2 p.m., and that is directed by D.D. Smith. Thanks for inviting us. We will be there to film it, and that will be our Meet Your Neighbor program for December, brought to you by United Supermarkets. Again, the annual second grade Christmas program, it's called Berry Merry Holiday, will be performed 2 p.m. at the Dillman Cafeteria, Thursday, December the 4th, next week. Also, under the direction of D.D. Smith, the first graders will be caroling at the Bailey County Senior Center on December the 11th at noontime there as they eat. And, of course, everyone is welcome to come and hear that. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just one moment, so please stay tuned. This edition of the Muletrain is brought to you by Leal's Mexican Restaurant, and they will be closed during this Thanksgiving holiday only on this Thursday, November the 27th, for Thanksgiving, and allow their employees to spend Thanksgiving with their families, but they will be open regular hours every other day during the Thanksgiving holiday. So make sure and come and see them at Leal's Mexican Restaurant, 1010 West American Boulevard, right here in Muleshoe. This edition of the Muletrain News is brought to you by Leal's Mexican Food Cafe, and for generations the Leal family has been passing down their recipes from their table to yours since 1957. The original Leal's right here in Muleshoe, Texas, 1010 West American Boulevard. They've been hand pressing tortillas, simmering sauces, and serving up memories. Don't feel like cooking tonight? Come out and share their table at Leal's, 1010 West American Boulevard. Every tradition has a beginning, and Leal's began right here with Irma and Jesse Leal in Muleshoe in 1957, and they're continuing. Victor and Debbie continues the tradition right here in Muleshoe at 1010 West American Boulevard. Call 806-272-3294 for carry-out plates. They're open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. till 9 p.m., and then Sundays, 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. at Leal's Mexican Food Cafe, 1010 West American Boulevard. Well, congratulations to the Muleshoe Medical Center as they have received the Medical Rural Health Clinic Accreditation Certificate at the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe. This prestigious award recognizes their commitment to providing top quality care and meeting rigorous standards for rural health care excellence. As a patient, you can feel confident that this facility, the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe, has demonstrated that safety is the top priority. Facility staff at all levels are appropriately trained, certified, and practice within the confines of their specialty. The facility equipment and supplies are well maintained, up to date, and properly stored to ensure safe use. Staff also participates in regular training and drills to prepare for natural disasters and human impacted emergencies and ensure readiness to act to keep you safe in the unlikely event of such emergencies. If you're being referred to this facility by another practitioner, take heart in knowing that your care provider is looking out for you, your safety, even when they are not providing your care. And again, the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe has received the prestigious Medical Rural Health Clinic Accreditation Certificate from Quad, and congratulations to them. Call today to make your appointment, 806-272-7544. The Medical Clinic of Muleshoe is part of the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, located at 701 South 1st Street, right here in Muleshoe. It's time now for the weather forecast here for the Muleshoe area. And so far, through 25 days in November, we have an average high here at our National Weather Service station in the backyard at Channel 6. Our average high has been in November 72 as our high. Our average low has been 34 degrees. Right now, right at noon today on Tuesday, November the 25th, it's 57 degrees. We have gotten, during the month of November, 66 100ths of an inch of rain, and we'll take every drop of that. And that whole 66 100ths has fallen here at the weather station at Channel 6 over this last 6 or 7 days, and we are so glad to have it. We've had some real foggy conditions as well, and chilly conditions, but nothing too extremely cold. But we have had some rain over the past 6 or 7 days, 66 100ths of an inch of rain in November, December, January, February. Always our rain totals just plummet, so we will take every drop that we can get. Sunny on Tuesday today for the Muleshoe area. Our high should be around 62 degrees. Northeast winds around 20 miles per hour. Then tonight, mostly clear. Low around 26. Northeast winds 15 to 20 miles per hour, decreasing 5 to 10 miles per hour after midnight. Then Wednesday tomorrow, sunny, high near 56 degrees. East-northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming south-southwest 15 to 20 miles per hour in the morning. Wednesday night, mostly clear, low around 27. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming west after midnight. Then Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, for the Muleshoe area, sunny, high near 61 degrees, west-northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming east in the afternoon hours. Thursday night, mostly cloudy, low around 34, southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Friday, mostly cloudy, high near 62, south-southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday night, partly cloudy, low around 36, south-southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then Saturday, for our Thanksgiving weekend, sunny, high near 54. West winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, becoming north-northeast in the afternoon. Saturday night, partly cloudy, low around 18. Sunday, partly sunny, high near 43 degrees. Sunday night, a 20% chance of snow showers possible. So we'll see, and we'll get real cold. Again, Sunday night, as our low will be around 20 degrees. So get ready this weekend. As Thursday night, our low should be 34. Friday night, our low 36. But then Saturday night, low around 18. And Sunday night, low around 20 with a 20% chance of snow showers. That would be sort of fun to have a little snow on Thanksgiving weekend. Then beginning our week next week, a chance of rain and snow showers on Monday, partly sunny. High only around 42 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 30%. So we'll see what next week brings us as we get more through this week. But a 20% chance of snow showers Sunday night. Extremely lows Saturday night 18, Sunday night 20, a high only on Monday next week of 42 degrees with a 30% chance of rain and snow showers as well. So get ready, it's going to get chilly beginning this weekend. Well, the Mules ended their 2025 varsity football season 2 weeks ago, Thursday, November the 13th, as they fell in the bi-district round there at Happy State Bank at WT in Canyon to the Canadian Wildcats 72-14. That leaves the Mules with a 2025 overall record of 3-8. They were fourth in their district and made it into the playoffs, but fell to the Canadian Wildcats for the fourth time in 2 seasons, 72-14. The Lady Mules basketball has been on a tear now as they've been in action for a couple of weeks. They are 7-0 to start out the season, and I think the state rankings have them somewhere around 16th or 17th in the whole state of Texas. They are ranked 18th in the TABC rankings, so congratulations to them on a great start, and keep it up. They have recently taken over the weekend the Spring Lake Earth tournament title as they beat Sanford Fridge 54-20, then Sunray 48-41, and then Spring Lake Earth 47-18, and they won the Spring Lake tournament. Before that, they beat Tulia 38-25, Petersburg 36-26, White Deer 38-23, and they played Spring Lake Earth the first time to start off the season 61-16. The Lady Mules are 7-0 to kick off the 2025-26 basketball season. So congratulations to them. But it will get real next as they will start district with their next game, which will be next week on Tuesday, December the 2nd will be their next game. They will be in action here in Muleshoe versus Dimmitt. I think the JV girls game starts at 5. The varsity Lady Mules game starts at 6:15 p.m. Then their next game will, of course, be in district as well at Idalou on Tuesday, December the 9th. So they'll go a week between playing games, and they will be in action at 6:15 p.m. They're at Idalou, then versus Littlefield back at home here in Muleshoe on Friday, December the 12th at 6:15 p.m. So make sure to go out if you can and support the Lady Mules, as they are doing a great job and off to a 7-0 start here in the 2025-26 basketball season. The Mules have a good start going as well, as they are 2-1. They defeated Petersburg 52-36 and Amherst 62-35. They lost to All Saints Episcopal 59-39. They will be taking on Spearman today on the road. That's a long way off, so good luck to them, but the game will tip off at 2:30 today. So good luck to the Mules varsity, as they are in action this afternoon at 2:30 at Spearman, and they are on a 2-1 start so far the 2025-26 basketball season. So on from football into the basketball season, and we'll give you scores and schedules as we go. Well, the Bailey County Senior Center will be closed on Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, November the 27th, and Friday, November the 28th. They are serving, though, tomorrow when the Catholic choir, girls choir sings. They'll be serving their normal Wednesday meal tomorrow, Wednesday, November 26th. Chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, country gravy, stewed okra, seasoned corn, and a pumpkin square. Everyone is welcome to come and eat with them. The weekdays beginning at 11:30 a.m. And then, of course, tomorrow the Jesus Always Cares Choir will be performing as well there at noon. Also going on at the Senior Center that you'll want to know is today, this afternoon, Crafts with Garrett. Then a painting class will be on December the 5th. These are all after lunch is served at the Senior Center. Then they will be serving cookies and cocoa at the Senior Center during the Christmas parade on Saturday, December the 13th, all at the Senior Center, Main and Avenue D, right here in Muleshoe. Well, of course, all the four campuses of the Muleshoe ISD are on their Thanksgiving break all week long. But if you followed along on our social media, we shared all the things going on as they had a gas leak there in the parking lot next to MHS Gymnasium and Watson Junior High School. And so they evacuated kids around noontime Wednesday last week, and then canceled school Thursday and Friday to fix that natural gas leak. And so the kids and teachers, to some extent, have had an elongated Thanksgiving break of half a day Wednesday last week, Thursday, Friday, and all this week. The Muleshoe schools are on Thanksgiving break. We hope you have a wonderful family Thanksgiving this Thanksgiving season 2025. And of course, Thanksgiving is this Thursday, and we hope that it is a wonderful one for all of you. On your prayer list today, please remember Berta Combs, Louis Carlos Sines, Sandy and Dick Chitwood, Emily Bomer Towson. Keep on your prayer list today Cliff Black and Darlene Henry, Peggy Seagroves, Sharon Grant needs to be on your prayer list today. Joe Bledsoe, Janie Carpenter, Joseph Carpenter, Carol Ring, Carolyn Kaufman, Dolores Harvey, Janice Snell, Virgil Morris, Bill Crenshaw, Michael Kaufman, Bernie Martz, all need to be on your prayer list today. Keep on your prayer list those grieving the recent loss of a loved one. Margarite McGuire Penix. Keep Cindy Barrett and all of her family on your prayer list today. Beverly Gail Turney, that family, the Turney family, keep on your prayer list as well. Lula, the family of Lula Mae Shanks, the family of Tracy Claybrook, the family of Orvidi Burris, the family of Mason Leal, the family of Patsy Bean, the family of Ed Cox needs to be on your prayer list today, as well as the family of Rita Hawkins. Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Food Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain News program along with all our older archived ones free of charge on demand on our website, MuleshoeTV.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. We'll hear from an airplane doctor in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
The Sound of Texas is brought to you here on MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe at 610 East American Boulevard, as well as in Morton at 1744 State Highway 114. They're celebrating rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric since 1939. They are owned by the members that they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online at BCEC. COOP.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope you enjoy this Sound of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
Aviation is across the board the most interesting career path that I think people could get into, because you can never finish learning.
Wally Warren of Conroe is known as the airplane doctor. He does more than just an annual inspection of aircraft.
Mine is extremely specialized. In fact, I'm the only one in Houston, Texas, of 7 million people that does what I do privately. To inspect the internal structure of an airplane or an engine, looking for cracks and corrosion, looking for flaws before they can be detected with the naked eye.
For his inspections, he uses the type of equipment used in the medical field, like X-ray and ultrasound.
There's an instrument for each job that we do. If somebody wants us to come do X-rays, then, we take the X-ray machine. I'm literally like a doctor looking for a microfracture in your femur. You set your forearm on an X-ray machine, and they take an X-ray of it. I'm like the doctor that reads that X-ray and comes back to you and says, Mr. Warren, your arm is broken.
He does what is called non-destructive inspections. Among other things, he checks for damage from lightning strikes.
Airplanes get lightning strikes all the time. It goes in one area and it comes out another, and oftentimes it'll do some damage in that area. And so we do lightning assessments to find out how deep and far the damage has gone. But airplanes are designed to be able to take that kind of thing without interrupting the flight path.
He's been doing this a long time and has worked in nearly every state, Canada, and Mexico.
I worked at United Airlines for 16 years, and that's where I kind of got my background in education. So I've done everything from 747, the biggest jets that, America's mostly flown, all the way down, and now I do real small airplanes. I've worked for military, the airlines, U.S. Customs and Border Patrol is a good customer. Corporate jet owners are kind of my bread and butter.
He says it's all about safety.
I tell people I'm not allowed to make mistakes. I'm not allowed to miss stuff. I have to go in, I have to be focused, and when I walk away, I have to know that it's right.
Wally Warren of Conroe. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with The Sound of Texas.